Hey everybody, I'm Mark Ellert. Today I'm going to be doing some trauma talk with you. Because some of you know I'm someone with a history of complex post-traumatic stress disorder, one of which was attempting suicide at the age of 19, resulted in a traumatic brain injury and total blindness for the rest of my life. That's just one of my traumas. I got a few, you know what I'm saying? But everybody, I'm going to talk to you about this and I'll help you dissect trauma and the psychology of it and how it can mess with our timeline of life. But I'm just going to tell you this so you can be able to do what I'm doing and just put your head in a good spot and know that we control our trauma and that we got this. And everybody, this video goes out to my good boy, Patrick. Patty over the seas in Greece. You my boy, Blue. You my boy. I want you to know you got this. I love our conversations. I love the things that we talk about, brother. You got your head in a great space, and I want you to know you're doing awesome, man. But everybody, trauma can mess us up. Like I said, 20 years ago, I lost my vision because of a traumatic brain injury. So when I first lost my vision, I didn't really want to accept it and deal with it. I basically would just wake up and go, oh, wow, I can't see. This sucks. And I wouldn't adapt it as my reality. I would just day by day get up. Oh, that's right, I'm blind. I just forget about it every day. I just wake up and just reaccept, oh, that's right, I can't see. And I would just go through the day to go through the day. I didn't do things I enjoyed. I didn't really care much. I just went through the motions. I just went through the day for it to be over. But then the next day I'm waking up, crap, I'm blind again. I had a hard time accepting and dealing with the reality. And I didn't really do much to make myself happy. I just literally went through the day to get through the day and just deal with it. But I realized how it was affecting my mental health. I was just waiting for my old life to poof, just reappear. I was expecting to be 19 again and just having my vision and everything just ra-roo-la, you know. I was just ignoring it. But that was messing me up a lot, everybody. I had to accept the changes and that this is my reality. This is who I am and what I'm doing with myself. So you know what? I stopped depriving myself. I stopped just kicking stones and not wanting to deal with it. I got my head in a good space and like, you know what? This is who I am. I'm dealing with this. This is my life. That's why I started playing music again, everybody. Started doing things I love and taking care of myself. Started doing self-care, self-love, not just going through the motions. I'm going through the day to have fun and enjoy life. I was mindful. Wasn't just thinking about my past. Wasn't, wanting things to go back to the way they were. I was accepting this is what it is. And ever since, everyone, I've been doing great with it. I've been able to live this life being blind and actually doing the things that I love. And sometimes it creeps up on me every now and then. Sometimes, though, I will do some reflecting where, some of you know, I've been living on my own now for 10 years, got my own 2-bedroom apartment. I play music and just doing the things that I love. But every now and then I'll be reflecting where I'm just hanging out on the couch doing my thing. And I'll be like, you know what, Mark? This doesn't feel right. I should be doing something different. I feel like I should be making some changes. This doesn't feel right. I should be doing something different. I want something different for myself. But I got to remember, that's my trauma talking, everybody. That's not me talking. That's my trauma talking. That's me still wanting something from 20 years ago that I can't have back. That's me wanting to go back in time, wanting to be able to see again, to undo what I did 20 years ago. And that's physically impossible. So you got to remember, when you're thinking like that, that's your trauma talking. Because after my brain injury, after losing my vision, I shouldn't be sitting here. What should I have done differently? Man, I suck at life. And it's just, no, you know what, Mark? I'm awesome. I had a traumatic brain injury. I went completely blind. I've had quite a few traumas in my history. I had to rehabilitate this and do this all on my own. I shouldn't really be going, what did I do wrong? What should I have done differently? I got to reframe it. I got to be like, no, Mark, that's your trauma talking. You want something different because this wasn't your choice. It wasn't by choice to have a brain injury. It wasn't by choice to go blind. So that's why you feel that way. You don't want this. It's not something you want and it's not something you like, but it's your reality. So sometimes I'll fight with it. I'll want something different, but I got to remember that's my trauma talking. It's me wanting something different that I can't change. I got to accept my reality and deal with this as what it is. And I got to remember too that I love myself. After my brain injury, after going blind, it wasn't anything that I did wrong. I made some really, really good choices. I trust myself. I love myself and I am confident with the choices I've made. And again, I just look around in my apartment and I go, wow, I'm someone that came from a messed up background. I have abandonment and rejection issues, and I got mental health issues. I survived an attempted suicide and went blind. I rehabilitated myself on my own. I'm good. I'm good. Like, I got my own apartment. I got all my own space. I take care of myself. Wow, I'm good. I got to remember it that way, everyone. I got to reframe it and remember it in a way. I trust and love myself. I'm confident with the choices I make. I shouldn't be sitting here going, man, what should I have done differently? Let's just beat myself up. And don't get me wrong, everybody. If you're looking at your life and you want to make some changes, if you're overweight and I want to lose some weight. If you're not working and you want to get a job, go do some of that stuff. Make some good changes for yourself. I'm not saying don't make changes. Make some good changes for yourself. But when you're in a rut, when you're sitting there reflecting about life, if you've made some good choices and you're in a good place with your life, don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up and don't say you should have done something differently. Don't make yourself feel bad about it. Remember, that's your trauma talking. Trauma can mess us up, and it really affects the way that we think. And I had to become a completely different person. I had to relearn how to operate and live and do everything. So I feel disconnected and it doesn't feel right. But I got to remember, everyone, that's my trauma talking. It doesn't feel right because I feel disconnected from myself. But this is my new reality. This is who I am. I made good choices and I kick ass, everyone. So when you're thinking I want something different, I should have made better choices, don't beat yourself up. Know that you're trauma talking. Know that's you wanting to change your trauma. And it's because not by choice. This isn't something you chose and it's not something you wanted. Something that happened that was given to you and you just gotta deal with it. Remember, don't just deal with it. Remember that you are awesome. You make good choices. Trust and love yourself. Accept your reality and know that you're making good choices. Be confident. When you want to make changes, do that. But don't beat yourself up for the things that you can't change. Trust and love yourself for the choices you've made, everyone. I did it. When I find myself thinking like that, like, man, what should I have done differently? I back it up. Like, Mark, don't think like that. That's your trauma talking. You are awesome. You have your own apartment. You're playing music. You're doing what you love. You shouldn't do things differently. You should be doing things differently because you're happy, you're content, and you're a good spot. Every now and then, you're just thinking you want something different. You want some changes because your trauma sucked. It really messed your life up and it sucks. But that's what it is, everybody. Do what I did, everyone. Just learn to rehabilitate, love yourself, and accept things. And everyone, keep it sexy, make good choices, and I'll catch you on the flip side.